Ladies and gentlemen, it is Aston Villa against Crystal Palace in the FA Cup semi-final. We're at Wembley, and I can't wait for this. Villa, who haven't won an FA Cup since the 50s. Can we get to another FA Cup final? Villa notorious, unfortunately, for losing said cup finals. Maybe this year is different. Who knows? We'll get to the lineups, we'll get to score predictions, and we'll get to facts about either team. Some Villa facts against Palace, they're not fantastic. But hello to you, one and all. Villa against Crystal Palace in the first of two FA Cup semi-finals. And I can't wait. Oh my god, I'm nervous, sir. I'm excited, I'm nervous. We'll play an hello to you. For some reason, my Sky on my TV is being really weird, and I don't know why. So bear with me. The picture keeps coming in and out. Hopefully that will sort it. Right, so Aston Villa against Crystal Palace. We'll start with Villa's lineup. In goal, it is Emi Martinez. We need less mistakes from him and more the Emi that we know. He does turn up in the bigger games, and they don't get much bigger than an FA Cup semi-final. So I back him all the way, but I am nervous. We cannot see another Emi clanger this evening, however you want to call it. I'm excited. Oh my god. Right, so yeah, Emi in goal for Villa. A back four of Luca Dean, Pau Torres, Ezri Konsa, Matty Cash. I am kind of surprised we don't see Tyrone Mings at centre-half today to deal with Jean-Philippe Mateta, but we shall see. I don't know. I feel like a physical threat with Mateta might have been the idea. Although we tried that with Disasi at their ground and that didn't work. So maybe we've gone with something slightly different. Yeah, I thought Mings would have played too. Yeah. We'll have to wait and see. A midfield of Boubacar Kamara and John McGinn, with Marco Asensio, Yuri Tielemans and Morgan Rogers, with Ollie Watkins as the striker for Aston Villa today. We do have some bad news. For those who are not aware, there was some speculation online, shall we say, about Marcus Rashford and his fitness. And unfortunately, it is true. Marcus Rashford is injured and will not play for Aston Villa. I wonder if he was fit. A fully fit Marcus Rashford probably could have started today. But to not even be on the bench, it's, I don't know. It's not the news I wanted to hear, to be honest with you. And I'm sure a lot of you are the same. We'll see then. Maybe by a miracle we won't need we won't need Marcus Rashford. For Palace, so Dean Henderson in goal. They've got a back five today. Their centre-back trio features Richards, Lacroix and Mark Gahey. Munoz on the right-hand side and Mitchell on the left. Kamada and Wharton make up their pivot. And a front three of Eberiche Eze, Ismail Sarr, who loves a goal against Villa, unfortunately, and Jean-Philippe Mateta. Sarr's record against Villa is genuinely terrifying. This man loves a goal against Villa. It doesn't matter what team he plays for. Even at Watford, he scored goals against Villa. It's their attack is brutal. Mateta, I think, hit 2 against Villa last time he played. But yeah, it's scary. But it's not at Selhurst Park, guys. We're not at Selhurst, so maybe this is fine. Maybe it's okay. If you look at the head-to-head between Aston Villa and Palace, the last time we played each other, we did lose 4-1. I remember Olsen had to come on at half-time, and they absolutely ran us. Well, they ran riot with us, to be honest. I do think we had some dodgy VAR decisions against us that game, but we ended up getting hammered anyway. We drew 2-2 the game before that at home. Tielemans missed a penalty. Unfortunately, I do remember that. And it's just one of the many examples of our penalty situation, which is why if today goes to penalties, I'm not going to be super confident, to be honest with you guys. Then we lost 2-1 at home to Crystal Palace the game before that. With, Kamada. We got beaten. This is in the EFL Cup earlier this season when we had a much changed team. And Kamada got the winning goal for them. Duran scored for Villa we did unfortunately lose. So they can't knock us out of 2 competitions this season, can they? And then before that was the last game of the season when we made Champions League, but got thumped 5-0 to Palace. So the last 4 games have not gone well, to be honest. We did beat them before that, but that's 4 rough games in a row against Crystal Palace, I think. Because even in the game we didn't lose, we missed the penalty. And I remember feeling very deflated about that game. And that's one we didn't lose. Hello to you, Murad. How you doing? And Lie Detector, also hello to you, mate. I'm just reading. Oh, they're just talking with each other. How you doing, Jerome? As I said, getting nervous for the game. Mate, I'm terrified. RPG on TikTok. I'm live on both TikTok and YouTube. Says today we're going to win. Let's hope so. HCav says no miracle, my son at the Villa. And yeah, oh man, I am so nervous for today. We haven't won a trophy since 1996. That is coming up to 30 years next year. Please. I want us to win a trophy so bad. Someone has asked me before, would I rather, would I rather get top 4 or would I rather get the FA Cup? And I said then, I'll say it now, I'd rather win a trophy than get top 4. We haven't won a trophy in so long. I think it's important. And it's the FA Cup, man. It's the FA Cup. I want to win this thing so bad. Think how much it would mean to Villa, right? How much it'd mean to our fans if we actually managed to win this. We haven't won this trophy since the 50s, man. Like, my granddad was a teenager the last time Aston Villa won an FA Cup. That's crazy. I just feel like, how much longer can that continue, you know? How much longer? I don't understand starting Watkins if you don't start Ramsey or Maatsen. We're forced to start Watkins because Rashford's unfit. Unless you want to play Donyell Marlin down the middle, we're kind of forced into this situation because Rashford's out. The bench for Villa: Bailey, Barkley, Alex Garcia, Ian Maatsen, Donyell Marlin, Tyrone Mings, Amadou Onana, Jacob Ramsey, and subkeeper Robin Olsen. For Crystal Palace: Chilwell, Klein, Devaney, Esse, I should say, Hughes, Lerma, Eddie Nketiah, Matt Turner, the subkeeper, and Joel Ward. I would say our bench is better than theirs. Nketiah could provide an attacking option for them if they need it, I suppose. But I think our bench is much better than theirs. You know, the fact that we could bring on Maatsen, Marlon, and Onana, and even Ramsey. Like, the only sub I'd rather not have there is Leon Bailey. I just don't think Bailey... I don't think he's in Unai Emery's plans at all for next season, which is why I don't think he's going to feature too much towards the end of the season. I think the only reason he's on the bench today is because of Rashford, to be honest. Hey, doing Dean? He says, yo, dude, how's life? What channel's match? It's on BBC One, mate. It is on BBC One. Rams are staying up, says... Well, is it official now? I don't think it's official, is it? Because I think you're not 3 points above yet. Yeah, it's not official. I mean, that's very bold to say that. It's a good win for you lot against Hull. Puts Hull right in the shit again. That does mean Plymouth Argyle are officially down as well. Well, not technically. They would have... On a technicality, they're not down, but they would have to go and win by, like, I think 15-0 on the last game because of their horrendous goal difference in the Championship. So Cardiff, who were officially relegated today to League One. Portsmouth. Plymouth, who were basically relegated today, and the last spot will either be Hull, Luton, Preston, Derby. Somehow Stoke could get involved in this. Stoke haven't been in the bottom 3 for ages, and they could be roped into this on the final day. But we'll see. That's quite exciting. I think the relegation fight on the last game of the season is going to be very interesting for the Championship. And yeah, fair play. It's going to be exciting. Why don't you think Mings starts? You know, well, I said only a few minutes ago I'd have played Mings because of Mateta. I think matching Mateta up with the physical centre half. I remember we did something against Manchester City a couple of years ago when we put Tyrone Mings on Erling Haaland, and this was a time where Haaland was scoring every week, and he had an incredibly quiet game because Mings just sat on him all game. And I feel like we could have done something similar today with that. So we'll see what Unai Emery cooks. Obviously, you know, he would have thought about that, but he has something else up his sleeve. We'll have to go along with that, and yeah, we'll see. Beat Palace, Villa. Are you a Are you a Brighton fan? I imagine we're going to get a lot of Brighton supporters today. And Ketia is shocking. Who wins today? I'm going to give you my score prediction. You give me your score predictions, guys. I'm going to say a very confident and positive Palace 1, Villa 2. I think Villa gets an FA Cup final. I think we do it. The players are getting ready to come onto the pitch at Wembley. Come on, the boys! Come on, let's get into them, man. Let's get into them. I am so excited for this. Crystal Palace against Aston Villa. And to be fair, they've sold a fair few seats there, Palace. I was worried about them because at Villa Park earlier this season, they were awful at selling tickets. Dean says Villa win 4-2. As long as Disasi don't. Yeah, we don't want to see Disasi play. How you doing, Dan? I just got paid and went and got the NUFC Carabao Cup winners hoodie. This is the reason I have them. Fair enough, mate. I'd probably do the same. I would do the same. Let's not forget Alan Pardew took Palace to... Okay, yeah, he did lose though. Disasi's not even on the bench though. Yeah, I was gonna make the point. I know someone made the joke, but Disasi I don't think could even possibly affect today, because he's not even listed as a substitute. And I'm sure he got a bollocking for his mistake against Manchester City that cost us the entire game. I mean, we probably didn't deserve anything from it anyway. We were quite crap, but you know, still, their back five could be an issue. I hate Villa playing against back five. I hate Villa when we set up against a team that sits deep. That could happen today. We shall see. Mention Alan Pardew in AJ's channel causes civil war. Oh dear. McGinn to score a free kick. He doesn't really take them too often. He puts them in for a cross, but within shooting distance, I mean, with Asensio starting for Villa today, I imagine it could be Digne, Tielemans or Asensio trying to wrap their foot around it. You never know, though. That could be an option, but it's typically McGinn crossing it in, to be honest. Watkins has to prove himself today, says Matt. Oh, 100%. I'm just going to briefly mention that Ollie today has to play well, in my opinion, because, I mean, we've got no option, really. What, Daniel Marlon? Is he really a like-for-like option for Ollie? I don't know. I love Ollie. In the big moments, I feel like he could do more. It's not even at Villa. I remember Brentford in their playoff final, and Ollie played in that, and I thought he was very absent. Even though there was a lot of pressure on him, of course, but we'll have to wait and see. All right, guys, get your drinks ready. Come on, the Villa boys. We're playing in our white strip away today, because technically we are the quote away team. I will say, and I'll just say it briefly, I don't think semi-finals should be at Wembley. I think it's kind of weird, to be honest. I think that's like a woke thing in football. I feel they should be at neutral, but like, why not at like another ground in London, or I don't know. They could have picked another big neutral ground for this semi-final. They used to be at Villa Park, obviously when Villa weren't in them. Opinions on De Bruyne, so I'm going to do a video about this. Would be insane, to be honest. I just wonder how much money he wants. I'd also be surprised if he joined Villa, considering like he'd been at Man City for so long. I thought he'd just leave the league entirely. So I would be surprised. Guys, we're about to be underway for the FA Cup semi-final. Double tap the screen on TikTok. Please like the video if you're watching on YouTube. I've got live stats. We're going to be getting them underway over on the YouTube, as well as live play ratings and a timer and all that good stuff. If you want better viewing over on YouTube. I can't wait, man. I'm so nervous. I'm so nervous. I do think, unfortunately, Man City will be in the final. As much as I will be cheering Forest all the way tomorrow, it will most likely be Man City if we're gonna be real. It's their last hope of a trophy. And they've had a very good recent run of form. I mean, they beat us in midweek. But yeah. I swear he says he wants to stay in the Prem, but wants to be somewhere else. I mean, that's on him, to be honest. But I would have thought, players that often stay at a club for so long, when they go and leave, they often leave to go to a different league. Look at John Terry when he joined Villa, right? He didn't want to play in the Premier League against the club that he served for so long, so he joined Villa in the Championship. We are underway, though. Eze back towards Dean Henderson. It is an absolutely packed out Wembley. Come on, the boys in white today. Henderson goes long for Palace. We'll get the at the lineups on screen so I can see what exactly is going on. Konza wants an offside already. Villa get it back with Kamara. And I want to see a nice bit of confident play from Villa. You know, I said this at PSG and way. I wanted Villa to just keep calm and composed on the ball and just settle into the game. And that was a big game. He never really settled and, you know, eventually got beaten, deservedly so. So in a game like this, against opposition where I think Villa could be considered a slight favourite, you know, just settle into the game. Matty Cash for Villa towards Rodgers. Villa win it back. What a ball that is. Kamara forward for Villa. Oh, that's fantastic defending there for Palace. Oh, wow. Well, that's going to hype them up. Matty Cash completely shoved off the ball. I could hardly see the game because all the smoke from the Palace pyros behind the goal covered the pitch. I had to squint to see the ball there. Yeah, literally. Yeah, exactly, Owen Phil. I literally could barely see the ball. Oh, dear. Goal kick to Crystal Palace. And I will say, you don't want to give their defenders any bits of confidence, and that unfortunately does that. Just shoving Cash off the ball there. I at least saw cups in my team's hand crying with tears. Okay. You waffle a lot more, I can't lie. Michael Cooney says, top 5 or FA Cup all day. I literally answered this earlier. FA Cup all day. I want a trophy, man. I don't care. I'm selfish. I am so selfish. Give me that trophy. Give me that trophy. Is Eze for Palace? They are winless in 4, Crystal Palace. They conceded, 5 at the Etihad, unanswered. Another 5 at Newcastle. I think they've drawn their last 2? Had a decent result at Arsenal. A cracking goal from Mateta in that game. But the headline is winless in 4. And you don't want to be winless in 4 going into a huge game. Palace have never won a trophy in their club's history. So, yeah, it's not the form you want, realistically. Gahey thumps it long diagonally for Palace. They're trying to keep the ball quite tight here. It's just something I wanted Villa to do, really. Not really probing forward with passes, but yeah, going left to right, settling into the game, trying to test Villa out. Villa do press up quite high here. Put them on the back foot. Watkins on Henderson trying to press him down. He goes long to halfway line. Kamara challenges with the header. Mateta flicks it on, but to no avail for Palace. I mean, his flick header was never going to find Eze there. That was nowhere near. And Eze was marked anyway. It's been a very low tempo start to the game. 3 minutes gone. Palace 0, Aston Villa 0. We can talk about other games today. We had several in the Premier League as well as the Championship. I believe Ipswich Town, were they relegated today? Officially. I mean, we already knew they were down anyway. But they got absolutely rolled 3-0 by Newcastle and some dodgy decisions as well. I mean, I think Newcastle should have scored a goal. That was disallowed by VAR, weirdly. Oh, it might not have been VAR, but the referee disallowed a weird goal, I saw. Elsewhere, Southampton were winning 1-0. But in typical Southampton fashion, did not hang on. The amount of times they've been winning in games and they don't get the result at the end is crazy. 92nd minute winner for Fulham. Bloody hell. They left it very late. Brighton 3, West Ham 2 in their bid. Well, I say their bid for Europe. I mean, it's... They're not super far away, but 6 points is a lot to ask for top 7. You never know. Villa go on a bad run. We could squeak out of it. But I imagine with 4 games to go and 6 points, it might be a little bit too far for Brighton to catch up. And elsewhere, yeah, Chelsea beat Everton 1-0 previously at the start of today, which makes our plight for top 5 incredibly difficult now. Erin and Erica, onto that point, she says, we're not going to finish top 5. Yeah, I mean, the Chelsea result kind of killed us, really. We needed Everton to get a point there, but they didn't, and Chelsea won the game. The game has been stopped, by the way, because there are there balloons on the pitch, did they say? What's going on here? I think the Palace fans, they're throwing pyros, balloons. Been a little bit disrupting so far. I don't think we needed to stop playing for like a couple of balloons there. To be honest, I don't know. I'm pretty much anti-delusion. I already don't have hope. Oh, he is the Dortmund fan, of course. AJ By the way, AJ in another universe, I've missed out the context for that. I'll let you two waffle. Here's Ollie Watkins for Villa. Good layoff into Digne. Maybe the first attack of the game. Digne into Tielemans. Asensio. I mean, we try and work a 1-2 there. Villa wanted a foul on Digne, but the referee doesn't give it. I mean, it might have been a bit soft. He seems to just run into Munoz in all honesty, to be honest. Throw into Palace. Villa pressed him high up, though. Force him into a mistake. Get on the front foot. 6 minutes gone. Palace 0. Aston Villa 0. Well, Kamara nearly had his pocket picked there by Ollie Watkins. Bit of head tennis here. Kamara concedes another throw into Palace further up the pitch. The Villa fans are all I hear right now. Come on, Villa. Munoz with the throw in. Oh, they've put it horribly out of play. Kamada, what was that? It was a good throw to Kamada. He just volleys it out of play under very little pressure there. Absolutely crazy that Tielemans and Kamara were both free. Our business at Villa is very good, Michael. Honestly. Like the signings we make for such little money is very impressive. You like the chance to win the league in 23. He wasn't able to beat mine. Oh yeah, Dortmund bottled on the last day. I watched that game actually. And yeah, they missed a penalty as well. Literally could have gone 1-0 up and had all the confidence in the world, but no, they bottled. In the typical Dortmund fashion. That's why Dortmund are the Spurs of the German league. Oh, there. Guys, double tap screen. Let's get the lights going. Palace versus Aston Villa. We're at Wembley. 7 minutes gone. It's been a very slow start to the game so far. Kamara 4. That's a good pass into... Oh, he gets a 1-2 there. Kamara on a run. Well, Morgan Rogers had to drop in to give a 1-2 to Kamara, but I thought he was going to go on a cheeky little run there. Decides to play conservative. Konza into Cash. Right, we should have stats available on screen now, if you just bear with me, guys. I just need to press one button. Alright, there we go. Why have they not appeared? Oh, wait, they're hidden for some reason. There we go. So, possession still 45-55. Villa... and neither team has had a shot yet. Like I said, it's been a very slow start to this game. Very, very slow start. But I don't mind that. I don't mind that at all. 3 Bundesligas and 2 UCL finals we bottled to lie detector. Dear. Dear. Pau Torres. And that Champions League final, they played better than Real as well. Flick pass. Oh, this is brilliant from Villa. Watkins into... it's Rodgers into Watkins. Cash now on the right. In towards Rodgers again. Palace have plenty back though. And yeah, Rodgers completely suppressed on the right-hand side. Villa get it with Kamara, but the referee, Anthony Taylor, has pulled it back for a foul. I think that's soft there. I think that's soft. Just like Digne wanted to get a soft free kick for Villa, I think Palace there. I mean, is there really a foul on Gay? I mean, there's a little nibble there from Cash on Gay, but the referee does give the free kick to Palace. Oh, man. I did expect this, to be honest. I expected a slow game, at least to start. This game could explode with a goal, though. Eze with a poor touch forward for Palace. Villa get possession back quite easily there, to be honest. For a team that keeps the ball well at the back, they don't keep it very well going forward so far. Konza. This is walking football for Villa. Cash. He does go direct, though. Looking for Rodgers, cushioned by Gahey. Really good header into Mitchell, actually. Under a lot of pressure. Wharton forward. But once again, Palace needlessly give the ball away. And we're now 10 minutes gone. Palace 0, Aston Villa 0. I think we're trying to tease each other with these direct passes. Both teams keep thumping them forward, but they're not really going anywhere. Torres into Konza. I did briefly... I'm trying to speak words here I'm trying to not be nervous. I did briefly mention the fact that I was surprised Mings didn't start today. I did think that with Mateta up front for Palace, I thought Mings would have been like a good player to have. Digne trying to find Watkins, but very well read again by Lacroix. And Villa do get thrown quite high up. Yeah. So Mings, I think, could have been on to help deal with Mateta, but in Unai we trust. Like I said, though, I was surprised. Yeah. So Harrison, season ticket holders, some of them didn't even get them. You need FA Cup history. So my uncle, who's a season ticket holder, couldn't even get one. A lot of Villa fans complained at the way they did the ticketing, unfortunately. Oh, good move down the right for Palace. Unfortunately, it does go out of play now. Yeah, they have like a hierarchy system for Villa ticketing, and unfortunately, I mean, you could agree with it, I suppose, but FA Cup history of that season was valued quite high. They're moving our ticketing into Ticketmaster. Oh dear. I mean, sure. I don't know how I would feel about that. Murad, what are you on about? Is Pau Torres for Villa into Kamara? Oh dear, that's well out of play. Again, it's the direct passing from Villa. You're cushioned by Gahey, you know? Oh, honestly, you're a child. You are a child. Grow up. Munoz with a frame for Palace. That's a poor touch, though. Asensio for Villa. Kamara takes over. Edge of the box, has a go! And that's the first shot of the game. And, I mean, it's not too far away from Boubacar Kamara, but it was never really going to threaten Henderson's goal, really. I mean, I feel like he didn't have to take that. I don't know. I feel like there were opportunities there other than a shot for Boubacar Kamara, but I understand why in a way. I think a lot of people would have gone for that shot. Well, they just put a stat here. Unai Emery with 11 trophies in his whole career. I mean, he's a very decorated man. Been at multiple clubs. PSG, Sevilla, Villarreal, and Aston Villa. All the Villas. All the Villas. Could be 12 if he could beat us in the Super Cup. Hashtag shame. Okay. Oh dear. To flex that is crazy. Even if it's bait, to flex that's crazy. It was on penalties. And Chelsea had a much richer squad. Torres into Konza. Like I said, very, very slow start to this game. Very slow start. I wonder what happened between Forest and Manchester City. I think it's a really tough one to call. I think it's harder to call than this, to be honest. It's just what City team do we get on the day? I think that will be that'll be what decides it, really. It's like they're playing for their pride right now, Man City. They go from winning multiple trophies, and not long ago they won a treble, and now they're desperate to win anything. Okay. See, Harry, look what you started. Look what you started. Oh, the Villa fans are proper loud. Matty Cash for Villa. Asensio has dropped very deep to get that ball, but I keep seeing this. A lot of our front three have dropped short. Morgan Rogers has done it a lot already, just to try and help the midfield transition the ball. Villa go long towards Watkins. He does get it. Watkins dribbles and juggles the ball on the far side here. Lays it off into Digne. Good bit of almost like a target man there, Ollie Watkins. Pau Torres now into Konza. Quarter of an hour gone, still 0-0. Okay. That's funny. I'll give you that. At least that one's funny. Funny little comment made there. So after today for Villa, in our fight for top 5 football, we do have some tough games, unfortunately. I mean, you could say every game is tough in the Premier League, but we've got the last day of the season, we've got Man United away. And we've got, I think, Spurs at home, I think, before that. But I'll just have a quick look at the fixtures. So Fulham at home, Bournemouth away, Spurs at home, and Man United away. That's not easy. Fulham, I think, is the winnable game. The very, very much so winnable game. Bournemouth away is not going to be easy at all. Spurs will have nothing to play for in the league, but they'll have no pressure though. And Man United are always, well, a bit of a bogey team for Villa. Always struggle with them. Only beat them once away since 2009. And only once at home since, the 90s? Like, honestly, our record of United is horrendous. No matter how bad they are, they always seem to find a way. And even with an Erik ten Hag United team, we drew 0-0. Couldn't even beat them. Long ball forward from Mateta, but caught by Martinez. Yeah, we couldn't even beat them. Honestly, we couldn't even beat them under ten Hag. And that was one of the worst games from Rodgers as well. I love Rodgers, but that game was abysmal. Chromas fell off so hard, no ad blocker works anymore. That's why I use Opera GX. Opera GX, the GOAT. The absolute GOAT. Man. The Palace fans. Oh, the Ultras, all in black. I just seen the Ultras there. Imagine never winning a trophy in like your whole club's history. I find that crazy, to be honest. Oh, fair play to Palace. I'd say they're an established Prem team, but how do you go at like a whole club's existence without a major trophy? Kamara is a judge to have fouled Mateta there. Could be a booking there. A yellow card. Wow, an early yellow too. Mateta brought down. Okay, Jamie. You know, at one point, Villa went 70 years being the most decorated club in all of England, by the way. 70. Only Liverpool took that over. So, who cares? Who cares? Your club only got popular because of a Russian oligarch. Mateta, I'm telling you, he's going to be a nightmare today. He's barely touched the ball and he's already caused a bit of havoc there. Getting a holding midfielder on a yellow card early is brutal. Free kick to Palace. It's a good one. I think Lacroix could have done more with that. They keep it alive, though. John McGinn trying to stop the cross. McGinn, he did well there, but Palace do get another throw in at the very least for their effort. McGinn tried to shove him a little bit and get him off balance. The camera keeps panning to the Palace Ultras who are going mental. Hit a Vibe is playing for Palace. Hit a Vibe could get to an FA Cup final. Richards with the long throw for Palace. Headed up and away by Pau Torres. Digne then clears it. Still get flashbacks, some Boxing Day. Yeah, that was horrible. Is it just me? That game felt like we both lost. It was a result that United didn't want because it was officially their worst start to Premier League season. And a result that we didn't want because we were awful. Rodgers takes on Mitchell. And he's still going in. Rodgers goes down and he should get a booking here for Mitchell. Oh, that's brilliant. Well done, Morgan Rodgers. Mitchell just could not handle him. And a free kick to Villa. Their fullback on a yellow card early is great. Just like having Kamara getting booked early is great for them. Mitchell had to pull Rodgers to the floor there. Yeah, Rodgers done him for pace and strength there entirely. Lie detector and Harrison have a kid. Okay. Now, Harrison, how old's Harry now? He would be, trying to think in my head now. You'd be, what, 20? 19, 20 now? I think, maybe 21, actually, thinking about it. He's around that age. You're fine, lie detector. You're all good. You're all good. Free kick to Villa. I swear. Asensio for Villa. Come on, I want a good delivery here. I'm surprised it's not a John McGinn cross here, but it is Asensio. 20 minutes gone at Wembley. Asensio, left-footed. It's going to be a corner to Villa. I mean, it didn't really go into a dangerous area, unfortunately. It was a floated ball, and to be fair, Richards makes sure he puts it out of play. He'd rather not run a risk in a semi-final, I suppose. He has been 15 for 8 years, I swear. Yeah, Jamie, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Corner to Villa. It'll be another in-swinger by Asensio. Is that another corner? Goal kick! Wow, the Villa players aren't happy with that. What? Well, there was a huge reaction from the Villa players, so I think the referee's got them wrong. Well, the camera panned to Kamada. I thought he might have got the touch there. Henderson, Palace play out from the back with their back five. They thump it long to the halfway line. One back by Kamara, flicked on by Tielemans. Asensio just couldn't catch the ball as it dropped down to his feet though. And Palace unfortunately win that game of head tennis. Here's Gahey for Palace. They've looked direct a lot today, to be fair, but maybe they're going to try and dribble the ball up the pitch for a change. Kamara has completely neutralised Eze there, and he has to go backwards. Villa wanted a... Well, he wanted a throw, and I think Eze might have put that out of play. Kamara for... I said Kamara too many times. Kamada, I should say, for Palace. Ooh, bit of space here, though. Sarr, what is that? Ismaila Sarr. I mean, I know he's scored a fair few goals against Villa over the years, but he's really fancied himself from there. That better be a cross that he's horribly overhit, because that is absolutely horrendous from Ismaila Sarr. Hope Palace wins, to be honest. Why, Lucas? I even said it. I think it'd be great if Newcastle won their cup, Villa won the FA Cup, and Spurs won the Europa League. I would love that. You know, multiple teams going years without winning trophies, all getting a trophy the same year. If not Villa, it better be not Palace. It better be Forest. I want Forest to win it, if not Villa. So if we go out today, I will back Forest all the way. All the way. Konza for Villa. Palace have not really pressed Villa at all. They're doing a mini one here. McGinn. What a ball that is. Ollie Watkins down the left. He has Digne on the underlap. Ollie trips over his own feet there. What is going on? Oh, he's had a nightmare there, Ollie Watkins. And the referee could have given Palace a free kick there on Eze, but he waves his finger at him. Well, Ollie tripping over his legs there is crazy. Dear, oh dear. Reckon 1-0 Palace half time, but win 3-2 in extra time, says Jude. Might be a sign that he gone by summer. I don't know. I just think he's just took a weird shite touch out of nowhere. And I expect better from Ollie there, to be honest. Like it's his like favourite thing to do, run into a channel and then cut back. He just seems to stumble over his own feet. Very unlike Ollie, to be fair. Digne for Villa. On the byline. Cross is deflected. Do we have a corner or is that a throw-in? It might have just clipped the corner flag. It has been given as a throw-in for Villa. Adam Wharton, to be fair, very similar to Kamara for Villa. Always seems to be, well, just everywhere on the pitch for Palace whenever they need him. Great defensive attributes. Cross from Digne all the way through in the middle. Shot! Oh! Oh, Morgan Rogers catches a half volley. How the hell did the ball go to Rogers at the back post? How did Palace let that ball travel all the way? Rogers catches a volley, well, half volley, and it's about a foot or two wide of the post. How that ball? Oh, honestly, that's awful from Palace. Lacroix with the slice. Kamada, it's nowhere near him, and then, yeah, Rogers hits the ball into the ground. And it's just bounced wide of Henderson's goal. Very nearly an early... Well, I say early goal for Villa. Very nearly a goal in the first half for Villa. Best chance of the game is easily that one. Eze with a foul here for a high boot. I mean, it's 50-50. He kind of has to go for that. Cash puts himself in a bit of a dangerous situation there. Stooping with a header. I think he knows that he's probably going to get caught. Yeah. Yeah, Eze is more than entitled to trying that. And Alan Shearer just said the same thing. Yeah, Cash is a psychopath for going for that. Okay, Morad, that's crazy. I might even have to go and remove that comment. Like, what are you saying? 25 gone. Still remains 0-0. Villa with the best chance of the game, but still yet to be a shot on target today for either team. Digne for Villa. We've had a lot more of the ball than them. I will say that. Alright, just bear with me. Cash going long for Villa. That stayed in place somehow. Asensio trying to combine with Morgan Rogers, and to be honest, I'm surprised that stayed in. Gahey does well under pressure there as well from Asensio and Rogers, and now Asensio has made a foul down the halfway line. Kamada has just took a beating, to be honest. And that's like the third or fourth time I've seen Kamada get jobbed. Yeah. 26 minutes gone, still 0-0. Yeah, Erica, that shot was close. Not too far away. I don't think he got the contact he wanted, to be honest. Not quite, anyway. You out Man City, Forest? I do think City. I want Forrester, to be honest. That's what I want. But we'll see. We'll see if I get what I want. We shall see. I just think it'd be really good to have two teams that haven't won a trophy in a while in the final, whether that's Villa Forest. Even if Villa go out, I'd still rather it be Palace Forest in the final. How cool would a Palace Forest final be? Oh, Konza didn't deal with the cross very well from Mitchell, but Villa still clear it. Asensio flicks it away. There's a first bit of possession now for Palace in the last few minutes. Pau Torres defo scoring in this game. I'd love a Pau Torres header. I would love a Pau Torres header. Guys, if you're watching on TikTok, please double tap the screen. I appreciate all the support as always. I'm also live on YouTube as well, AJS TV. I will do a video after today talking about the game. If Villa do really well, I could even do another live stream, to be honest. And just, yeah, be happy. Lucar into Richards for Palace. Well, Flash Score's given a very good rating to Mark Gahey here so far. Can't say I disagree. I think, within the first, minute of the game, he completely muscled Matty Cash away from the ball and gave Palace like a goal kick and a huge roar from their fans as well. It was a really good bit of individual defending. He's just had a very competent time so far. Mateta, he's robbed it from Konza. Palace do score, but the flag and the referee has given a foul. I mean, that could have gone against us there. Mateta smashes into Konza, and a free kick is given to Aston Villa. The goal will not stand. I mean, it's an obvious foul, right? He's just pulled Konza's arm. Yeah, so that will never get overturned in a million years, I don't think. This is why I said, though, I think Mings should have started today, because he could have dealt with Mateta's physique, but at least that gets given as a foul, but yeah, it does get overturned, thankfully, by Anthony Taylor. It still remains goalless. I think, I understand if some Palace fans will be frustrated with that getting disallowed, but he does kind of pull the arm of Konza. Yeah. It's one of those where you're going to have different opinions on that. Has he been too physical? Is Konza a bit too weak there? So, yeah. I'm a Villa fan. That wasn't a foul. I will say I'm surprised to see it being given as a foul. I didn't think Anthony Taylor would whistle there. He does pull his arm, though. But, I mean, it's one of the reasons why I said I think Mings should have started. I don't think Mings would have even been hassled by Mateta in any way. Mings is like just as big as Mateta, if not bigger. Like, I don't think that would have been a problem at all. You know, Mings has dealt with Erling Haaland, so I don't think Mateta would be an issue. Torres with some dodgy defending there for Villa. And now Sarr pulls it back. Eze, goal, Palace. What a finish. What a goal. 1-0 Palace, and probably deserved. Oh, okay. Is it going to be one of those games? Self-inflicted goal. What a surprise. Torres giving it away. Sarr with the cutback. And Eze with a ridiculous goal, to be fair. What is that, man? Horrible defending. Horrible defending at the back. I will say it's a terrific finish, but shocking. Absolutely shocking defending from Villa. Torres trying to thump it long. Literally smashes it into Ismaila Sarr. Sarr has options ahead of him. Eze. No one... I will say that's awful from Villa. No one either blocks the passing lane or marks Eze. One of their most dangerous players. And look, it's a great finish, but it's just awful from Villa defensively. And he has hit that perfectly, to be fair. Bends it around Cash and into the top corner. Yeah, great goal. Fair play. Fair play to Palace. No way you bottle this trophy with the... Well, to bottle something would be to be in the lead, right? Or to have an advantage. You can only beat what's in front of you, to be fair. And like, you're not going to say this to me when I don't even know the team you're playing in a semi-final of a Conference League. I literally have never heard of the team you're playing. So to have the audacity is crazy. You can only beat what's in front of you, you know? I don't think City have played too many hard games themselves. I think City have had to play, Leyton Orient away. They played Plymouth Argyle at home. So if you have the same energy for City, then fair enough. But it's very hypocritical. Corner to Villa in front of the Palace faithful. I'm gutted with the goal we conceded there. It's a good finish, and yeah, it's fully self-inflicted there. Like I said, Erica, like giving away. What is that corner? Might be a goal though. Oh, shot from McGinn deflected. Asensio cross. Torres header wide of the post. Well, corner was strange. It was a flat corner across the floor, flicked on, and I was going to criticise it, but it actually led to a McGinn shot, which took a deflection. Yeah, and Pau Torres, although he climbs well, gets a header towards goal. It was never going to be on target. Yeah, people like the truth. Yeah, it is a bit of a mistake there from Torres. I swear I would have played Mings today. To be honest. Torres goes long though for Villa. Could find Ollie, but Henderson puts it out of play with a header, and Ollie's offside anyway. Good bit of goalkeeping from Dean Henderson. Dortmund. You might win a trophy next year. Dortmund actually might do it. Who knows? Yeah, they just have our number, don't they? Like, we always struggle with Palace. I don't know what it is. Always struggle with them. Yeah, Alfie, a very good goal for them. Sarr does really well. Great cross. Awful defending. Kamara has to either block the passing lane or someone has to drop in. Asensio probably could drop in to cover the man. I think it's more on Kamara, though. Giving the ball away is on Pau Torres too, in all fairness. You could say 70% of the blame is literally Pau Torres giving the ball away for no reason. Self-inflicted goals. How many times have we conceded a self-inflicted goal at Villa this season? Oh, poor touch from Mateta, but Villa, we clear it long. Asensio into Kamara. And that's a foul. Free kick to Villa on the halfway line. And Kamara is on the deck here. Smashed into by Kamada for Crystal Palace. Oof. 35 gone, 1-0 Palace. Eze's goal is the difference so far. Jack said Pal's off. I try not to be reactionary. I do like Pal Torres, but he's I said before on my streams, his decision making can be weird. Well done, McGinn. Good bit of strength down the left for Villa. McGinn pulls it back. I think he could have gone for a cross there, John. Oh, that's a waste, man. We still got possession, but that was a proper opportunity for a cross. And yeah, Alan Shearer giving his opinion too about that. I mean, I think and now we've reached literally back all the way to Martinez, essentially, from a position where McGinn could have put a cross in. Kamara, he goes long, finds John McGinn. Good touch into Asensio. Asensio clips it over towards Ollie Watkins. Header away by Mark Gahey. Kamara gets it back for Aston Villa. Down the right-hand side. Into Rodgers. Gets a 1-2 with the Frenchman. Well, that's a foul, surely. Surely a foul there on Morgan Rodgers, and the linesman does flag it too. Smashes into the back of Morgan Rodgers. Yeah, Michael, I mean, we're all saying it. We're all saying it. Yeah, I mean, Mark Gay literally stops Morgan Rodgers from going into that. And then Mitchell's just smashed his knee into him. His knee into his face. That'd have been a proper nasty one for Morgan Rodgers. Yeah, Harry's terrible at rage bait. Don't worry about him. Adrian, not gonna lie, all Palace fans are... Well, I don't think you're too wrong, to be fair. It is 1-0, Tony. It's 1-0 to Crystal Palace. Only one goal, still early. They don't get a second. Kamara into Tielemans. Come on, pal. Torres into Digne. Villa have players forward. Palace sitting quite deep back. To be fair, I would too. You got a back five. McGinn beats a slide tackle attempt from Sarr. Kamara now to Cash on the right. I feel like there was an opportunity to slide the ball into Morgan Rodgers there. That just wasn't taken. Now Kamara's been pocket picked by Mateta. Oh, for goodness sake, man. Oh, he's just skipped past Konza. Oh, it's getting worse. Mateta cross. Sarr's header. Well, the ball stayed in place somehow, but that easily could have been 2-0 Palace, and it would have been an absolute disgraceful way to concede. McGinn now down the left to Ollie. I think we're missing Rashford so much in this attack. I can see it already. Watkins in the box. On the byline. Cross deflected. Villa corner in front of the Palace fans. And Lacroix is just celebrating tackles in front of their fans. What is Kamara doing there, though? Kamara... How on earth did he lose the ball when literally Palace had all the men behind the ball and it was only Mateta on him? And then Konza gets skipped past like he's not even there. And thankfully Sarr is not very good in the air. Corner to Villa. Asensio. Good cross. Header! What a save, Henderson! Did that come off the post? Villa keep it alive. Cross in again. Oh, and Kamada with the clearance for Palace. Well, how did that header stay out? Did Henderson tip it onto the post? I couldn't really see through a crowd of bodies, but Villa nearly got an equaliser. Ball down the right. Picked up and collected by Morgan Rodgers against Mitchell. On the corner flag. Cross. Deflected corner to Aston Villa. I want to see this damn replay. It's a lovely ball. And the camera keeps panning to Henderson. I'm guessing it was one as he made the save. It was Ezri Konza's header down into the ground. And Henderson clawed it. Clawed it off the line. It's a very unorthodox way of saving the ball, by the way. His body positioning was very weird there, but he kept it out for Palace. Corner to Villa. Asensio in swinger. It's awkward. Mateta didn't really properly clear that, but Palace... to their credit, still dealt with it. 5 minutes to half time. Palace 1, Villa 0. Cash back to Martinez. It was a good save, Alfie, in fairness. It was a good save. But it was, I don't know, it was, the keeper, it wasn't really an orthodox kind of save. He had to like hook the ball off the line almost for a header that was basically right next to him. Konza into Kamara. Villa needs to up the tempo a little bit here. We're at 5 minutes to half time. Asensio now. Into Konza. Like I said, Villa's attacking front three. Keep dropping back to receive the ball. Asensio literally on the halfway line here. Finds Torres. McGinn pointing. He wanted another direct ball, but Torres doesn't find him. Instead, he goes back towards Konza. Come on, Villa. Where's the urgency? No urgency here at all. Kamada with a foul there on Tielemans, and the referee with the whistle. I mean, Kamada could be on a yellow card at some point. I mean, he's done multiple of these fouls now, and look, Kamara for Villa got a yellow card. I feel like in a very similar role, he should also be on a yellow for Crystal Palace, but referee keeps his cards in his pocket. Digne for Villa, 4 minutes half time. Up the Palace from one of the people in the chat. Come on, Villa from a Fulham fan. Still a long way to go, Caden, but it's not been fantastic from Villa so far. It is Palace's only shot on target, though, that has gone in. And it's just been a typical thing for Villa all season. We concede to our opponent's first shot on target. McGinn backwards towards Torres. Torres into Emi Martinez. Come on, man. Like, very disappointing. I think it has been just a very disappointing game so far. Tielemans into Cash. Not really threatened them too many times. Morgan Rogers on the half volley. To be fair, they're not threatened us too often, but I mean, it's the scoreline that matters so far. Terrific goal from Eze. That should be another foul for Villa. Push in the back on Ollie Watkins. Free kick. And they're a bit dirty, Palace, so far. Lots of fouls on Villa. I think the referee has to start dishing out yellows to stop this, to be honest. Yeah, chopped in the back and double. If the foul from behind wasn't enough, he then puts a two-hand shove in the back of Ollie Watkins just to make sure. Tielemans free kick for Villa. Did score an FA Cup winner for Leicester City. Yuri Tielemans. McGinn hooks it in. Oh, Konza threw himself at it. It's gone away to the far side. Morgan Rogers for Villa. Oh, I tried too much there. He went too close to the byline there. What a cross. McGinn with a fantastic cross, but there's a diving header attempt from Ezri Konza. We got nowhere near it, unfortunately. Yeah, Jerome, I said this to you. We're missing Rashford desperately, I think. I think against, we're playing quite direct often, and I think Marcus Rashford would have loved to play down the channel. Wembley, it's a wide pitch. Lots of green to run into, and I think this would have been a great opportunity for Rashford. I really do think that. Oh, Mateta completely does Konza there. Just seeing the replay when Palace could have gone 2 up. Mateta just flicks the ball around Konza. And for a big lad, I mean, that's very technical with his feet, what he did there. And a good cross into Sarr, but yeah, Ismaila Sarr, I mean, you could say that's not really a proper headed attempt on goal. He's a good cross into him, found the header, but it's an awful header on goal. Tielemans, minute and a half now. Palace only 2 shots to Villa's 4, but it's the goals that matter, unfortunately. Guys on TikTok, appreciate all your support. Please double tap the screen. Any shares, any likes will be appreciated. AJS TV, live on YouTube and TikTok. Asensio for Villa. Good ball into Cash in the box. Cash, Asensio! Good block from Lacroix. And now, I mean, Villa put a lot of players forward, and we could have issues here with players. Oh no, ball into Sarr. Ismaila Sarr cuts it back. Oh no. Mitchell slips over. They still keep it alive. Eze. Mitchell slipped at the worst time for Palace. Oh my life. Munoz cross deflects off Digne. Well, Villa put that many players forward in the attack that Mitchell literally has the ball on the penalty spot and he slips over. Munoz, another cross for Palace towards Eze. Well defended by Morgan Rogers, but Jesus, Villa. Tyree Mitchell, who has scored against Villa in the past, when Palace beat us a couple of years ago. And he is a left back. He's a very traditional left back. Oh, it's a horrible slice, isn't it? Oh, my life. Horrible. It's a slip there. It's the worst time ever to slip over. Oh, no. That's horrible. It's great for Villa, but that's a horrible miss for Mitchell. How many attempts do we need? We need seemingly a lot more than 5. We've not really come close. Corner to Palace. Eze. Flick. Oh, fucking hell. Ezri Konza flicks it on more for them, really, than us. Lacroix at the back post. And Palace have been, they've been by far the better team in this game. Very disappointing so far. We're quite lucky, actually, it's only 1. Because every time Palace come forward, we look scared, if anything. Absolutely chaotic at the back. Lots to do, I think. Lots to do indeed. Yeah, lucky Lucifer, mate. I think if Palace get a second goal, they're in the final. Villa haven't really turned up, really. McGinn. Into Watkins. Tielemans. Villa have massively missed Rashford. I think that's been the biggest thing to say right now. We miss Rashford so much. Especially a team that defends like this. Konza into Kamara. Ezri Konza back again. A score's 1-0 Palace, and it could have been 2. Mitchell missed a huge chance, literally slipped over his own feet. On the penalty spot too, with completely unmarked. Konza, down the right is Cash. Cash finds Rodgers, who, it's just not been his kind of game, and that sums up the half, to be honest. Horrible half. 1-0 Palace, and yeah, fully deserved. It's been shocking from Villa. Absolutely shocking. Haven't really got going. Konza had a header saved by Henderson. Rodgers had a half volley put wide. That's kind of been it. We've not really done anything, really. Very disappointing from Villa. And I think half-time will get a lot of criticism from Villa fans. The fact their goal comes from a mistake from... Pau Torres, it's once again, we are the issue, essentially. We cause our own problems. Some people criticising Martinez for the goal. It's more Torres for giving the ball away. I think it's a terrific shot from Eze, in all fairness. Someone said, do we even want to be out there completely lifeless? Game over. What an average side to be our bogey team. What is Pau Torres doing? Starting Torres over Mings, Joker. Pathetic game. We hand it to him once again. We are shit. Pau Torres, go do one. Bloody Torres. Torres is a liability. Lots of negative comments. So stupid at the back. We're crap, man. Honestly, it's been an awful game. Absolutely awful game. Nowhere near good enough. Yeah, Leverett, your comment was muted for a second there. We've been awful, mate. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. They could have easily been 2 up there. Absolutely shocking. Why Palace? Palace are a bogey team. Why? I don't get it. Palace have literally lost more games than they've won. Not lost more games. They've drawn more games than they've won this season, I should say. They have minus goal difference in the league. They're 12th in the table. How would we always get done by them, though? I don't get it. Glasner just seems to know Unai Emery inside out. I don't get it. They're not a good side, but they always beat us. To concede a goal like that is awful anyway. Genuinely terrible from Torres, and it's a terrific shot from Eze, but I don't know. An absolute joke, man. Absolute joke at the back. We play the same every week. Watkins the only player forward every attack. Why? Yeah, that's what I mean. We're so toothless. I said that we've missed Rashford so much. I've seen genuine criticism from Rashford from Villa fans over the last few weeks and stuff, and I've never understood it because I'm like, Rashford at least has a go, right, and always seems like a threat. Even in games he's not playing too well, Rashford always seems like a threat. I'd do anything to have him on the pitch right now. Have him run down the channels. Like, Ollie has to go out wide to get the ball often, but that means we've got absolutely no one in the box to receive the ball. Joke. Absolute joke. And I said, should have started Mings. Should have started Mings. We got a bit lucky with the foul on Konza. I mean, the referee very easily could have not given that. Because it is a foul. I think it's soft, though. I actually do think it's a little bit soft. If that was given against Villa, I tell you, I don't think I'd be too happy about that. Like, real talk, man. Like, I think it's... I get why he's done it, and probably letter by law, it is a foul, but I don't know. I feel if that was the other way around, I'd be fuming. In big games, man, like, we always do this shit. Bring on Marlon. Marlon has to come on. Marlon has to come on now. I don't care if it's half time. We look honking. I genuinely think it's a case of making changes as soon as possible before it's literally game over. Mitchell slips over his own feet. The only reason we are still in this game is because their left back slipped over his own feet. I don't want to hear any excuse. I don't want to hear nothing. Mitchell literally past the penalty spot, middle of the goal, slips over his own feet, and he should have made it 2-0. If Palace don't win this game, they'll look at that and be like, that was the moment, right? If Mitchell makes that 2-0 game, no way we come back from 2 again. Playing like this, no chance we come back by 2. It'd have to be like a PSG at home-esque performance to even come close. And we just don't look up for it. At least that PSG game, we looked up for it. Like, do they even want to be here? Like, I love Rodgers, but honking again from Rodgers. Rodgers is awful against Palace, and he's been awful again today. But it's again another situation. Rodgers out wide. Rodgers is crap out wide. Make him go down the middle. Put Marco Asensio out wide. That's what I would do. Rodgers is far better down the middle. How many times have we scored a goal with Rodgers running at the heart of a defence? He's got options left and right and down the middle. That's what he's best at. That's his bread and butter, and the reason why he's so good. Rodgers out wide is wasted. I'm sick of this almost every game now. I don't get it. I don't get the idea of having. I wouldn't say he's ineffective out wide, but look how much more he could do if he's in the middle. Double sub has to happen now. Like, not in 20 minutes when it's 2-0 game over. Now, I would bring on Ian Maatsen, Donyell Marlon. I'd do that right now. Take any of the front three off. I couldn't give a toss. I think they've all been crap. Bring Marlon on. You could even put Marlon on and put Ollie out wide. Ollie's basically been playing as a winger anyway. The only one running down the channel. Bring Donyell on. Make Maatsen go forward. Actually do something in this game. Get Tielemans to play his passes from deep. You're most likely going to have to take Kamara off at some point because he's on a yellow card and we know what he's like. As much as I love Kamara, he's always a red card risk when he's... I love him defensively, but he defends... He can defend a bit too physical sometimes, and with Anthony Taylor, I don't trust it. I'd be tempted to take Torres off. I think Torres has had a torrid time, genuinely. And Mings should have started this. Mings literally should have started this game. Shocking. Yeah, if Mitchell didn't have two... I agree, Paul. If Mitchell didn't have two left feet, it'd be 2-0. It'd be game over. If Mitchell didn't trip over his own feet, it'd be game over. We have been awful. Absolutely awful. And Watkins, right? I love Ollie. I feel like I say this all the time, right? He has to do more. He has to do more. Like, this is the game, right? Where we've got no Rashford, and the only other replacement you could even possibly think about is Donyell Marlon. Ollie has to do a bit more here. Got to prove himself here today. And I don't think him making runs down the channel is how we're going to score goals. Because guess what? When your only striker's pushed out wide, who's in the middle? Yeah, Luke, yeah. Am I wrong, though, what I'm saying, Luke? To be fair. I think I've nailed what I've said. Torres shouldn't have started. Mings would have been way better at centre-half. Way more physical. I know there's an injury issue with Tyrone Mings, I get that. But that's what I would have done. Maatson, I would have had as a sub. That was fine. I don't mind Digne starting, but bring on when you need someone. And our attacking front four have been dire. All four of them have been absolutely dire. I don't care who you take off. Honestly, I'd say the better of the four has been Asensio. Asensio put in a really good cross for Konza, to be fair. So I'd say he probably has the best right to stay on the pitch, right? But McGinn, Rodgers, Watkins, I don't care, man. Bring on the Don. Bring on that bald head. Maybe we have a hope. Maybe we have a hope. We've been shocking, not good enough, says Daddy Williams. Don't know what's going on, but a big second half, says C. Marshall. They've been kicking us to shit, don't get me wrong. But as it were, yeah. They've completely suppressed our attack. Yes, I think the referee could dish out more yellows. Kamada should be on a yellow card. Kamada has been all over us, just like how Kamara got a yellow. Kamada should have got a yellow for Palace. But them being physical has stifled our game. Rodgers has been kicked to shit and pushed out wide, where he's ineffective, and even when they've got it out wide, he's been smashed into multiple times. Get Rodgers in the middle. It won't happen. I'm literally just shouting into a black hole, essentially. But get Rodgers in the middle, bring on the Don. I don't care if Marlon has to play down the middle and we put Ollie out wide. I don't give a toss. That's the only way we get anything from this game. The only way we even come close. Like I said, I'll repeat it. I will absolutely repeat it. We are literally a left back slipping over his own feet away from being out. Mitchell, middle of the goal, slips over his own feet. And that is the reason why we're still in this game. Should be too. Ismail Assar had a header at the back post. Arguably a free header. Awkward because he was running onto it. But, you know, a typical number 9 would have put that in the far corner and made it 2-0 Palace. Missing Rashford, this game has killed us. Absolutely bloody killed us. Alexa, Office Light 50. It's getting dark in here. Okay. Absolutely getting dark. Let me know what you guys think. I'm just having a rant, to be honest, but let me know what you guys think. What changes would you make? If anything I've said you disagree with, feel free. Spiritual, I'm guessing you're a Palace fan. Look, Palace fans right now should be more than happy. I think they've been all over us. It's been an absolute joke, to be honest. Absolute joke. And they've done this with one shot on target. Bobby wants to get forward. Everyone looks leggy. And there's no reason for it. Let's see what else. Power 100% was to blame for the first goal. 100%. What is he doing? Why do we concede so many goals from our own mistakes? I swear, look, maybe it's because I watch Villa every week. But I swear to God, it's always us giving it away that we can see goals. Always. I'm sick of it, man. Torres, I'd rather him put it out of play. Put it in Rose Ed. You're under pressure. He's run a risk there, and he's just smashed it into a Palace man. He then puts a cross in, which no one marks. So Kamara could cut the passing lane out if he looks over his shoulder, and Asensio could drop into place to mark the pass. Neither happens. Eze gets a free shot, bends it around Cash and in the top corner. And another thing, how many times are we going to concede the first shot on target in a game? That's happened multiple times this season. Once again, first shot on target for the opposition is in the net. Do I think a Palace player will get sent off? If the referee was a bit more card happy, I think Kamada should have probably been booked by now. Mitchell, I think, will just be careful. I don't think he's going to dive into anything. Kamada should be on a yellow, though. Just like Kamara is for Villa, he's basically been doing the same thing, just kicking people. And it's like he's made like 4 fouls. Like he should be on a booking by now. Similar to Bruno Guimaraes against Villa. when we beat Newcastle 4-1. Bruno made multiple fouls without getting a booking. No faith in Taylor after that red on Durant. Martinez allergic to a clean sheet. I won't blame him for the goal at least. It's because he played from the back to the typical Martinez boot across pitch into Watkins. But what has that done all game? Because what that does is drag Ollie out wide. And to be fair, he doesn't do a bad job in holding the ball up. And I don't mind that if we then put players in the box as an option. Ollie drops out wide. There seems to be a massive hole in the middle where Ollie was that no one fills. Every time. So Ollie playing out wide essentially means we've got no striker in the box and no one gambles. And the times where we do, I would say are risky. It's like when Kamara, we had a free kick, right? Or it might have been a corner. And Kamara had the ball in the halfway line and we gambled loads of players forward. Then Kamara loses the ball to Mateta somehow. And then he skips past Konza, puts a cross into Sarr, and it could have and probably should have been 2-0. And like that was the moment where we pushed loads of players forward, but not when Ollie gets the ball out wide. We then don't try and pile into the box or give Ollie option. The only option ever is Digne short. Ever. And what happens when he gives short to Digne? Digne doesn't go on the overlap. Digne just, lingers for a little bit on the ball and lays it back. Maybe goes in the overlap and then cuts back. But this thump diagonal ball to Ollie to take the ball down, for him to just cushion it and lay it off again, what is the point? Because we do nothing from it. Honestly, mate, I am more than seething with what I've seen in this game. This has been shocking. And like no disrespect to Palace. Genuinely, like no disrespect to Palace. They're mid-table and they beat us every time. Like, why? Genuinely, why? They have Unai's number. I don't know what it is, man. Like a team that are 12th in the league do us every time. I had a bad feeling about Palace. As soon as I got the draw, I was like, you know what? There was not really, at that point in the semi-final, City you never want to play. Forest have had an unbelievable season, and Palace always beat us. So I was like, no matter what, we're screwed. Anyway, we're underway for the second half shortly. Can't be much worse. Like, can it? Really? Yeah, Ben, I'm sick of it, man. I'm sick of it. We played a back five for some reason at Selhurst and got slapped. The other game, we got beat 5-0. I'll give the players some credit for that. They're on the beach. We made top four. It didn't matter what that game, the result for that game was. And we had Olsen in goal and whatever. But even the game at home, right? And we're good at home. Like, missed a penalty and drew that game. Masters of our own bloody downfall. Sick of it. Luke says, I think Ollie's a brilliant player and most not his fault. We need to play Rashford on the left with his pace. See, with Rashford missing, Ollie has to do Rashford's job. But then who's doing Ollie's job when Rashford pushes out wide? When Ollie pushes out wide, who's doing Rashford's job or would have been, like no one goes in the middle to cover Ollie's spot. So Ollie has to cover. It's like we don't change tactics depending on players going out, and we should. I don't think this direct ball to keep Ollie in the middle. I remember Ollie pushing out wide was never the solution under Dean Smith or Gerrard because they would do it a lot. And it was Unai making Ollie stay in the middle that got him his goals. So why are we now going back to making Ollie go out wide again? The only time Mateta has ever gone out wide for Palace was when he won the ball out wide and carried on running out wide. He doesn't make those runs. You know why? Because he's a striker who scores goals in the middle. Look, I'm trying to be positive. Oh, I know. I'm having a rant because I'm frustrated, mate. Because I know we're better than this. We have been shite. Like I said, Mitchell slips over his own feet, and that's if he somehow stays on his feet, it's 2-0 Palace and game over. Eze for Palace. Shifts it on his right, bends it wide. Manifesting positive vibes. Well, I'll try to from now on, but I needed to get that off my chest, man, because this game kills me, man. Guys, if you haven't already, double tap the screen if you're watching on TikTok. Palace 1, Villa 0, 47 minutes gone, couple minutes into the second half. I'm just hoping, against hope, something can happen here. No sub at half time is a surprise. I thought we'd have made at least one for how bad that half was. I understand frustration, lad. I said 4-1 Villa from kickoff. Well, that performance against Newcastle's nowhere near here today. I think we're allergic to playing away from Villa Park, no matter what ground it is. If it's not Villa Park, we don't perform. We lost 3 times in the Champions League away. Literally the whole campaign at home in the Champions League unbeaten. Martinez into Cash. Come on. Cash into Tielemans. A bit scrappy there. Just about. Still keep the ball. Torres now. Diagonal ball. Good ball. Finds Rodgers. That's better. That's better. That's what I want to see more. Rodgers in the box. Tielemans now into Cash. Early right-footed cross. Finds McGinn! Oh, what a save, Henderson. McGinn with the shot. Henderson tips it over. And already inside 2 minutes, that's the best chance we've had all game. What a ball that is. John McGinn, half volley. It's just kind of straight at Henderson. The only thing, it's high. It would have been into the roof of the net. But it is literally at Henderson. That's the only thing I would say. But it is something to cheer at. Corner to Villa. Flicked on. Headed away by Lacroix. Kept alive. Shot! What a save again! Henderson tips wide. Digne shot from distance. And that's a much better save this time. Flicked on by Kamara. And he's caught that wonderfully. Hit it first time, left foot. Oh, he smashed it towards goal. What a save, Henderson. It's right in the corner. Almost no right to make that save. Great start to the game. Another corner. Palace get the first head to it. Kept alive by... it was kept alive by Rodgers, but Konza pickpocketed by Eze. Free kick played on for Palace. Eze was fouled. Kamada now down the left. Villa had lots of players forward from the corner. Kamada, good block that is from Tielemans. And smashed away by Digne. Not convincing. And Martinez can just collect the long ball. Much better start to the second half. And we're trying to keep the high tempo. Oh, we get it back though. We give it away. I was going to complain that we give it a ball. I can't even speak because I'm just hyped. We give the ball away in a silly position, but we get it straight back, and we still have it with Digne into Torres. 50 minutes gone, still 1-0 Palace. It's been much better second half from Villa, which is what I want to see. Rodgers dispossessed by Mitchell, and we're a bit exposed here. It's not really been Rodgers' game, to be honest. Oh, Mitchell, though. Dear. I mean, he gets lucky with that because it ricochets back off his shin. Wharton, edge of the box. Great ball. Could be a penalty. Penalty Palace. For fuck's sake, man. I was giving us loads of praise. Eze goes down. Penalty Palace. And just as I think we're finally doing something here. Goodness me. It was a foul. Was it Kamara? Eze has bought the foul there. He's just gone across not Konza. He's gone across Kamara. Well, that's probably game then. Just when I think we're actually getting into it, Henderson pulls off one of the saves of the season to deny Digne. And now Palace have a chance to go 2. Well, VAR are checking it. Oh, the foul's been given. What are they possibly checking here? Well, they're checking if there was a foul in the build-up, but this will get given. Unfortunately, if they've already said that they are happy with the foul. Well, we need an Emmy miracle here. Yeah, we need an Emmy Martinez masterclass here, to be honest. Well, Emmy's pointed in the top right corner here, so he's already trying to get in Mateta's head. We need a huge moment from Martinez. You'd feel that 2-0, it's over. Well, Anthony Taylor's just gone up to Martinez now. What's going on here? Mateta's not even looking at Emmy, by the way. Mateta for Palace. Yeah! Mateta puts it wide! Palace missed the penalty. Massive moment in the game. Mateta clips the post. Villa are still alive in this FA Cup semi-final. Jean-Philippe Mateta fails to convert. Emmy dives the right way, in fairness. But that is it's a poor penalty from Mateta. I think Emmy gets it covered anyway. He dives the right way. He's at full stretch, Martinez. I think he does cover the post, but it's a poor penalty from Mateta. And that has to give Villa some energy in this game. Emmy goes to his knees and cheers and celebrates that. Huge moment in this game. It still remains Crystal Palace 1, Aston Villa 0. Mateta misses the penalty. What a moment. And we are somehow still alive here. Unbelievable. That could change the complete complexion of this game. And now Palace put it out of play. And the Villa fans are in tune here. Oh, this could be sickening for Palace. Throw into the box, finds Rodgers for Villa. Asensio tries to take it round Lacroix, but really good solid defending from the centre-half Frenchman. Mateta now for Palace. Richards thumps it long to the halfway line, but no Palace man there to chase it. Kamara skips past Wharton. Into Asensio. Villa look down the left with John McGinn here. McGinn into Digne. First time cross. Deflects. Villa want handball. The referee unmoved entirely. And Villa get thrown on the halfway line. Wow. The complexion has changed. The Villa fans. They've definitely made noise here. But wow. I would definitely make subs now. Ride the momentum, you know? Ride this momentum. Where do you think the second City derby? It's up there. It's not for England. I think it has to be considered top 3 for the country. Well, similar, right? I mean, not the country. Sorry, for the whole of the UK, you'd probably say Rangers, Celtic. But I think Villa Blues. I still think Villa Blues probably is in the conversation for top 3. Asensio had Cash out wide. Does ignore him for now. Gets a 1-2. Kamara. It's a bit messy. And Villa give it away. And it's happened a few times here where we just needlessly give it away with sloppy one-touch passing. Tielemans does well to win it back. Asensio forward to Rodgers. But then he gets dispossessed by Gahey. And now they're forced all the way back to Henderson in goal. Right-footed. Smashes it long. 55 gone. Palace 1. Aston Villa 0. Mateta with the penalty miss is the latest at Wembley here. And you just feel that at 2-0 it's probably over. So that was a huge moment and it gives Villa some kind of life in this game. Digne back to Pau Torres. He missed it in front of the Palace fans as well. Very surprising. Martinez now. He smashes it long looking for Watkins. Might find him, but it's a bit too much on it. So it goes from one keeper to the other. I just want, come on, just one moment in the second half, please. Cash for Villa, Torres, please make some subs as well. Definitely bring Matson on right now. Digne, McGinn. Again, it's a little bit untidy in the middle for Villa. We still keep it. Tielemans, that's better. Rodgers is fouled, surely. Referee doesn't give it. McGinn, honking ball from John McGinn. What is that? Out of play needlessly there. It's a pass that McGinn probably does like 20 times a game. Never gets it wrong, but got it wrong at the worst time there. Yeah, Jack, that pass needed to be better. We seem like we're playing. I'm trying to get my words out here. We're playing as if the pitch isn't like a carpet. Like the passing in midfield is a bit clumsy, I should say. It's like the ball is getting stuck at the player's feet. It's happened a few times. As they've really compacted their midfield, I think. Because even though they play a back 5, their centre-halves push up into that midfield and make it harder. Gahey for Palace. He goes long, looking for Eze, won back by Konza. Second ball won by Rogers. Villa dispossessed again, though. It's like, seriously, it's happened multiple times. Sarr 2-0. Fuck's sake, that is over now. Ismaila Sarr once again scores against Villa. Oh, and it's again Villa losing the ball in the midfield, and it's happened time and time again, and I literally was complaining about it moments ago. Ismaila Sarr, he loves a goal against Villa, don't he? I don't know what his hatred for Villa is, but we tried to sign him at one point. Sarr probably sends Palace to the final. Terrific goal. Both their goals have been very good. But yeah, Wharton shuts down Tielemans, and great goal. He has properly smashed that in the corner. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. He drilled, to be fair, it's a top finish. He drills it in the far corner. Yeah, he loves a goal against us. He absolutely loves playing us. When Sarr was at Watford, he scored against Villa. They just always beat us. I don't know what it is. Palace always beat us. Always beat us. And we are making subs now. I mean, I think it's a bit late. What I say, it's make subs half time before it's 2-0. John McGinn is replaced. Leon Bailey coming on for Villa. Goodness me. Yeah, I think the setup wasn't great from the beginning, Luke. Matson on as well. Digne and McGinn off. I don't think Palace have had to get out of third gear. Oh, we lost it again. How many times are we going to lose the ball in midfield there? How many times before it's too many? Adam Wharton has had the game of his life, man. We've kept the ball miserably in this game. Watkins against Gahey down the left. Can't even beat Mark Gahey. Okay. No, honestly, it's no less than what we deserve. We've been awful. We had a 5-minute spell in the second half, which forced Henderson into one decent save, one very good save. We just needed that slice of luck with the Digne shot. That shot was fantastic, and somehow Henderson got a finger to... I genuinely don't know how Henderson got a finger to that shot. It's an outrageous save. And we needed either a save like that from Martinez, or just a slice of luck to let that go in. Bailey wins a corner for Aston Villa. It does feel like it's over, unfortunately. They missed a golden header. Yeah, missed a pen. Left. Oh, yeah, they've had multiple chances to get multiple goals. Corner taken short. Tielemans into Cash. Asensio left-footed cross hits the back of Eze. Matson. Didn't Chelsea go out first round, Harry, before you say anything? You lost to Brighton, who got thumped like 7-0 the week before. In fact, you lost to Brighton twice in a week, I think. Off the back of them getting thumped by Forest. So, again, it's the shamelessness is unbelievable. Bailey against Mitchell. Cross. Good defended by Richards. Tielemans. Oh, needed a Tielemans special there. Thanks for the heart, me from Philip. I appreciate you, mate. Now he wraps his shot well, Tielemans, but not enough. I don't know, mate. Luke, honestly, Luke, I'm just very flat right now. Yeah, Danny, I'm gutted, mate. Absolutely gutted. But It's no less than what we deserve. I mean, we've been shocking all game. I couldn't name you 5 touches of the ball Watkins has had. I couldn't name you 1 touch of the ball Ollie's had in the box. Their left back trips over in front of goal to miss a chance to make it 2-0. Mateta literally misses a penalty for Palace. And we're still 2-0 down. Long ball towards Mateta, well caught by Martinez. I just really hope we should have made those changes after the penalty was missed. And really ride that momentum. I think we needed to make like a proactive approach rather than a reactive one for going 2-0 down. We needed to make the subs at 1-0. Cash dispossessed now. It's getting worse and worse. Eze switches it across to the right hand side. Why are they 12th though? I don't get it. If you just watch Villa Palace games, you'd think they're like one of the best teams in the country. This could get worse. Terrible cutback. In that position, Sass did much better there. Maatsen into Tielemans. Callum, we refuse to take him off whenever he's remotely bad. And I love Rodgers. He's still up there for my player of the season for Villa. I think Tielemans probably edges it, but we refuse to take off Rodgers when he's ineffective. What doesn't help, though, Rodgers, is that he's played out wide. That doesn't help, innit? Matt says 2-0 on your big day out. Similar to you. Like, at least this is against Palace. Blues lost to Peterborough United. I couldn't even name you 1 Peterborough player. So I'd rather lose to Palace than Peterborough when you've outspent their entire club history in 1 season. Tielemans, Rodgers, fouled surely. Free kick Villa. Should be a booking. Hey! Finally a booking for Richards for his multiple fouls today. Stephen, stop forcing the rivalry with Villa and Newcastle. Villa fans don't care. Please get over the game that you got hammered 4-1 in. Villa, I promise you, Villa fans don't care. I don't give a toss about Newcastle. So, I know you're still crying about the 4-1. You can get over it. It is fine. It's okay. You lose games. We're losing today. You got hammered. It's okay. You just have to firm that. I'm firming this. We're 2-0 down. We're 2-0 down. Tielemans free kick for Villa. As deserved, we've been awful today. I can't even say we've not. Absolutely awful. Floated free kick. It's not a great ball again, really. Mitchell heads it away. Kamara. Rodgers flicks it on towards Watkins. He does get a touch inside the box, finally. Rodgers now clips a cross in, punched away by Henderson. Bailey! Blocked on the line. Did that hit? Oh, don't tell me that hit Torres on the floor. I swear if that hit Torres on the floor. I swear to God if our centre-back has stopped a goal for us. No, to be fair, I think it hit Sarr. Sarr celebrated it. Oh no, they've said it hit Torres. Yeah, goal kick given. It actually hit Torres. It hit our centre-half. It hit our centre-half on the floor in front of the goal. If that hasn't summed up the game, I don't know what has. Oh yeah, mate, we've been Peter. I do agree, unfortunately. Yeah, nowhere near good enough, unfortunately. Any player deserves to be on the pitch is Tielemans, says Luke. I think Kamara's played well overall. But our front line honestly needs to be ashamed of themselves today. And Torres. And I think Konza's been bullied as well. I love Konza, but he's had an unusual bad game. Like I said, as soon as I saw that Rashford was missing, I had a bad feeling about today. I was so hyped, right? Rashford missing killed all the hype. Tielemans clips it forward. And Munoz will probably see this out for a goal kick. He does. Palace goal kick, and yeah, Ramsey's going to come on for Villa. I want more intensity, Jack. Grealish and Villa, so why are we so awful? They've definitely won the midfield battle, safe to say. Torres with an awful clearance again. Konza forward to Kamara. Tries to hook it on, even he gives it away. Yeah, their midfield has completely outrun, overdone our midfield. And our attack has just been completely nullified. Maatsen out wide to Rodgers. In the box now, Rodgers. And it just ricochets comfortably in the hands of Henderson. He's had a very good game. Yeah, but unfortunately, Aston Villa shorts, we're playing a good team. Coventry played a Ten Hag Man United team. An awful manager with an awful team. And then played a very drunk Man City in the final. Ross Barkley with no Marlon. I mean, how Marlon's not on the pitch is honestly insane. To be honest. That is actually insane. Barkley and Ramsey on. We have one sub left. Asensio off. Alright, fine. Kamara off. I mean, he's on a yellow, I suppose, but yeah. Probably 6th or 7th. Is it Toitois? Probably 6th or 7th, mate. We won't get top 5 now. Losing to City in the last minute, and then Chelsea winning midweek, and yeah, I think with today's result as well, I don't see a top 5, unfortunately. Bailey switches the play towards Maatsen. Maatsen cross. Lacroix with a unconventional clearance. Kept alive by Villa inside the box. Ramsey. First touch of the ball he's had in the semi-final. Villa have 20 minutes to save what seems like an unsavable game. Shot from distance for Villa, and it goes wide of the post by Ross Barkley. Tells you can never change teams, don't be more. Also, my whole family are Villa anyway. Support your local. There you go. Support your local. At least get one back. I don't think our players realise it's a semi-final. Oh, Callum, I really missed out today, didn't I? Really missed out on a terrific game. Munoz with the throw-in for Palace. 20 to go out. Well, I'm going to unhide this comment. He says, not the biggest club in the Midlands, up the Forest. I like Forest. That's outrageous. You were outside the Premier League for how many years? And I like Forest. I genuinely have a soft spot for Forest. And other than people like you, I'll hope you win this thing. But you can't be outside the Premier League for like 20 plus years and still say a bigger club. I mean, you're just insane. Cash with the throw-in for Villa. We get a throw-in further up the pitch at least. Gay, he has to put it out of play. Hey, people like the tunes, unfortunately, you're not wrong. I just don't think we're brave enough in this game. I think we're more worried about what they can do to us than what we can do to them, because we've hardly put players forward. And we've just been so soft in midfield all game. And once again, we lose it in midfield. How many times, man? Is Munoz, I mean, I think already at 2-0 it's over. Ramsey. Good turn. That's not Ramsey, sorry, it's Rodgers. Good turn. It was actually, Rodgers doing something well in the game made me think it wasn't Rodgers. That's harsh on Rodgers, but he has had a poor game. Tielemans for Villa. Does have cash short. I hate Palace due to them. Look, I don't mind Palace. It's just they always beat us. I don't know what it is. Palace aren't even a good team. They just always beat us. They'd be fighting for Europe if they were a better team. But they just seem to always find a way against Villa. Now, I can't even complain. They've been much better than us today. Bailey's cross is deflected. And to be fair, it's sad to say this, but Leon Bailey has been one of the more positive players for Villa today. And I think that kind of sums up the game, really. That him being off the bench, winning a couple corners, having a shot off the line. Someone who probably won't even be here next season. Yeah, Rashford injured. So, yeah. Bailey corner. It's gone all the way through. Wharton with the clearance. We need a gamble, man. Like they missed the ball, and they've done it a few times, but no one gambles with the opportunity that they could miss it. So it ends up just bouncing all the way through, and that's happened a few times now. Someone just needs to gamble in case they miss and have a shot on goal. Move into that position where the trajectory of the ball is going to go. And just be like, well, if it gets here, I've got a shot. Barkley for Villa. One of the 4 subs we've made. 73 gone. 2-0 Palace. Cash into Barkley. Tielemans. We roll it out the left-hand side. Torres. 35 yards from goal. Into Tielemans once more. Guys, you're watching on TikTok, please double tap the screen. I appreciate all the support as always. Bailey's done really well, actually. Puts it back. Good ball. Rodgers lays it back. Barkley was waiting. He goes down for Villa, but I think there was actually a good tackle on Barkley. I think he won only the ball, in fairness. Maatsen, that's a good pass into Rodgers in the box. And another good tackle. That stops Villa. Gets it back straight away, though. Maatsen, Rodgers, Ramsey, Tielemans. Can't sort his feet out. Can't sort his feet out. Mateta with a slide tackle to stop Barkley as just... that actually might just end me. Their striker making slide tackles in the box to stop a Villa goal. Our centre-back giving the ball away that leads to their first goal. And then it's what? It was Tielemans who gave it away for their second goal. Like, we give goals away because of horrible mistakes at the back. And then their players are fighting hard. Their attacking players are fighting hard in their own penalty area to stop conceding goals. Long ball towards Bailey. Good back heel. Actually, chance. Cash cross. I just stuck in the foot of Kamada. And no, Palace come away with it. And really good defending from Mark Gay here. Eze forward. Oh, well done, Pau Torres. But he only gives it straight back to Munoz. And they've thumped it long again. But this time Martinez is there to collect for Aston Villa. And he bowls it out forward. And we have to have this high tempo. Pau Torres has players with him. Ramsey. Torres making a run, actually. Maatsen down the left. Ramsey in the box. Cross deflected into the arms of Henderson. Yeah, Tyler, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't really disagree, Tyler. Alright, I try not to be reactionary, mate. Torres has played quite well throughout the season. It's just a bad game. And he can have some bad games. Spurs away was awful for Pau Torres. And there are a few other examples, to be fair, of some weird decision-making at the back. But overall, I think he still had a good season. It's just, you know, in football, we are reactionary as fans, right? You only remember your last game. Like, we were incredible against Newcastle, and that's long in the memory now. Barkley, good turn. Good ball out into Bailey. Bailey has hassled them a little bit. Bailey cross! Saved by Henderson. Hey, Leon Bailey, I'll give him credit. He's provided an outlet down the right. Good tackle from Barkley, but Palace will have another throw-in down the right. Winning trophies not for everyone, pal. Leave that to proper clubs like Rashford, like United enjoy. Rashford, your best ever product, by the way. At least in the last 30 years. Maybe 20 years. Okay, I forgot about Beckham. Other than Beckham. Your best product in my lifetime. How about that? Treat your boys better, man. He's one of your highest ever goal scorers for your academy. United fans have some weird agenda with Marcus Rashford. I don't get it. Very disrespected, I think. Mateta coming off for Palace. Oh, the Don is coming on. I wish he came on earlier, though. I don't know why we're so scared to bring him on. Oh, Rodgers coming off of Villa. We're actually going two up front, maybe. Oh, to be fair, yeah, Villa aren't great with our own academy, so I can't really talk. Cameron Archer. Probably Louis Barry. Finn Azaz. I'm telling you, it's not looking good, bruv, for Villa academy players. Kessler Hayden will be another one. How was your big day out? Didn't you have a big day out against Peterborough United, who are currently bottom half of the table in League One? It's all right. You got Jay Stansfield, who scored 7 goals that are non-penalties this season. No, top player. What do you mean? What a player! Definitely wasn't a waste of 20 million at all. Up the posh. So smart. Yeah, we have Ramsey and we got Grealish from the academy, but I don't know. I always thought Russian Hepburn Murphy was a decent player, but he was never given a proper chance at Villa. Kamada, what a ball. Should be 3. Sarr missing a header. I hate this man. Sarr, how many times, man? How many bloody times? Sarr nearly makes it 3 to Palace. Eze is unbelievable footwork there. And then Kamada with an outrageous clip cross. Sarr's missed a sitter there. Tielemans. This is better. Ramsey. Edge of the Palace box. Ramsey. Maatsen towards Watkins, and incredible defending from Mitchell. That's probably made up for his miss in the first half. He literally stops Watkins having a tap in there. Corner to Villa. I've seen a sob on the hole. Newcastle fans, you can take losing. It's fine. The most rattled fan. Honestly, you're worse than Arsenal. Arsenal fans are horrendous. Keep a grudge. Cash with a shot deflected. Headed away by Eze. Maatsen forward. Barkley, a bit of head tennis here. Barkley collects it. And gets dispossessed. Oh my life. Nketiah dispossessed him. Munoz. Nketiah is he's only got one man in the box. Nketiah. Deflected shot. I could have gone anywhere. Martinez with the save. A deflection that takes it further away from Martinez. It's probably a goal. He already committed to the dive. Ramsey now carries the ball well for Villa. Ramsey. Sliding challenge. Corner to Aston Villa. Lacroix with the challenge. Villa wanted a foul. You've had a great season, but my ex supports Villa, so hope there isn't a comeback. Sorry, mate. Well, I appreciate the honesty. To be fair, it doesn't matter what you think. We've been crap all game. Cross for Villa. Again, it's just well won by... Gay probably gets man of the match today, by the way. Like, it's unbelievable centre-back performance. It's just what you want from your centre-half in a back 5. Maatsen. Deflected cross corner to Villa once more. 8 minutes plus injury time. Still 2-0. Rashford's injured. Aston Villa shorts. Now, I think that might have killed us a little bit, to be honest. My ex is the reason why. Oh dear. Another masterclass from Emery. About time he look at himself. Look, you're gonna make mistakes. Every manager's not perfect. We've seen Pep have a nightmare. Pep had to spend 200 million. He's off. Guardiola regarded as one of the best, if not the best manager in the Prem of all time, and he had to spend 200 million to help salvage a horrendous season. And that's someone who's considered one of the best of all time, right? So managers are gonna make mistakes, and I do think he made a mistake today. Not just one. We struggle against back fives. We struggle against teams that sit in and defend, and we struggled without Rashford. In general. Some people look. I'm not saying I agree with it, Leverett, but some people do say Pep's the best manager in the Premier League. I do think it's so, Alex. I'm just saying what some people think. You can look online, watch YouTube videos. Some people genuinely think it. It's not a rogue statement to make. Corner to Villa, punched by Henderson. Bailey recycles the ball. Cash into Maatsen. Tielemans back to Maatsen once more. Foul on Tielemans. Free kick to Villa. And Tielemans looks quite hurt here. Bit of a nasty late one. Finally, Kamada on a yellow card. And he's avoided that all game somehow. I'd have another season in the Conference League now. Give the Conference League another whirl. We'd probably win it. Now you've got no Europa. We had to deal with Lille, Ajax, Olympiacos. We had to deal with Europa League teams in the competition. Right? So give us another go in the Conference League. I think we'd win it. With a better squad and a tournament where the teams are a lot weaker, I think we could have a chance. Although Dortmund could actually be in that next season, which is funny. Maatsen cross for Villa. Deflected away. Bailey could get it back. Bailey on the far side. Left-footed cross. Digs it out. Header wide. Dear. Barkley wide. 6 minutes to go. Actually 5 now. 2-0 Palace still. Dortmund catching strays. Oh dear. Are you actually saying Rashford is your best player? He's absolutely woeful. Awful, I should say. He's literally, in terms of talent, he's top 3 of United's whole squad. You would say, what, Bruno Fernandes? I'd struggle to... United's squad is that devoid of quality. Rashford's easily top 3 still at Man United. Watkins into Marlon. I just wish he had more time to try and do something, Marlon. Still got it. Marlon into Cash. Bailey on the underlap. Cash in the box has a shot, and that's a typical right-back shot. That goes harmlessly wide. Yeah, Eric, I agree. I wouldn't mind losing if 2 goals were not from our own errors. Well, Ben, I'd rather lose a semi-final to a Premier League side than a final to a side mid-table in League One. On your big day out with your expensive team, I tell you what, I would rather. For those who don't know, in that game, Birmingham lost 2-0. They threw a pyro for a goal that got disallowed as well. Just to make, if it couldn't get any worse. No, a Villa Academy product player scoring an unbelievable screamer to a disallowed goal leading to that kind of celebration is funny. Up the posh. Up the posh. As an Arsenal fan, I tell you, okay, well, you have no idea what you're on about. Didn't he actually... It's very funny you say that about Emery. Didn't Emery knock Arsenal out of a European competition after he left the club? So that must have really hurt you as an Arsenal fan. And the fact that Emery did the double over Arteta last year and literally stopped him winning the title. That must hurt. So no wonder No wonder there's like some kind of animosity towards Unai Emery when he like consistently fists your club. So I don't know. It's called banter for the people in the chat. It's called banter. You dig it, you give it out, I give it out. Cash for Villa. Palace make their changes. I mean, it is game over, so fair enough. Yeah, he beat them 1-0 at home and 2-0 away. Yeah. Oh, that Watkins chip over David Raya was disgusting. Even this year, Villa came from 2-0 down to draw at the Emirates. I don't think Arteta's that good of a coach. I think he's all right, but I don't know. I don't think he's good enough to win. I don't think he's good enough to win the league. He's not a good enough manager to do that kind of thing. I think there's only so far you can take Arsenal. And I've said that. I've literally always said that. And I probably will always say that. He's a good manager, but not the peak of management, you know? Flint, I agree. Football fans said, this is why Rashford better than Watkins. Also, I had comments about United fans coming in about Rashford. Rashford's injured today, and we've looked a shell of a team without him. So this is probably the worst game ever to say Rashford's awful or enjoy Rashford. Villa have massively missed Rashford in this game. You could have picked any other game but this one. We have looked toothless all game. And surprise, surprise, one of our most important attacking threats is injured. Bailey into Cash. Cuts it back. Barkley towards Marlon. Picked up by Bailey. It's a bit of a mess. Marlon gets a shot on goal. But it drifts harmlessly wide. We've been absolutely shocking to perform like this on main stage. What happened to Rodgers this game? Rodgers was poor against Man City as well, to be fair. Asensio should have started. Asensio shouldn't have started. Ramsey should have started. To be fair, if he starts Ramsey and we still lose this game 2-0, you'd say people would say the same thing, but in reverse. In all honesty. Villa go long. 7 minutes out of time. Bear in mind, we had 3 minutes against PSG, and they did way more time wasting than this. Of course. You know what? Many Villa fans would disagree, but if you put me in a room and said we could only keep Watkins or Rashford, I'd probably still say Rashford. But I know that's a very rogue statement to make. But that's one I would say that. I can't lie. Watkins, I don't think he's had a good season. His conversion rate is awful. Maatson does well. I remember Ipswich at home drew 1-1. Watkins had like 6-7 shots in the game, scored a tap in, and Liam Delap had 1 shot all game and scored. And like that's the clinical nature you need in your striker, I think. Probably not lie detector. And we got all wrong. These players should be ashamed. I don't disagree. Tactics so wrong. Sense of magic gone. To be fair, look, you can look at how bad Villa have played. You got to give credit where it's due. Palace have been unbelievable. Like this has been genuinely a world-class performance from Palace. If they play like this in a final, they could very easily win it. If they play like this against Forest or Man City, they could very easily win this whole thing. Very compact midfield. Ismail Assar's always going to be a threat. Mateta scored a lot of goals this season. This Palace, a bit like PSG, Villa could end up losing to the eventual winner in the Champions League and the eventual winner of the FA Cup here. Because, Palace have been unbelievable. And they've just wanted it more. A lot of it is down to desire, right? And Palace step onto this pitch and they've just wanted it way more than us all game. They've got Mateta doing slide tackles to stop Villa from scoring in his own box. Their lone striker is performing slide tackles. Oh, Barkley, for God's sake. Barkley's just put out a play with a 5-yard pass. My friend, right now you are still in League One. So you lost to Peterborough in the final. That's what I mean. So Blues fans are so shameless. It's unbelievable. Lost to Peterborough in a final, and I'm still getting Forever in Birmingham Shadow shite in my comments. You're in League One, and you lost. I couldn't name you one Peterborough United player. And you got beat, and comfortably so, by a team that are mid-table and lower than mid-table in League One. Honking. Sarr could make it 3-0 Palace here, and that is 3-0 Palace on the break. This man loves Villa. He loves a goal against Villa, don't he? And that is Palace. I mean, Palace were already in the final, but that's more than assured it. Villa only beat Newcastle because they... I don't want to... Bro, I don't care. You lot were shite. You lot were shite on that day. You can cope however you want. Villa deservedly beat Newcastle, and you were one of the worst teams to come to Villa Park all season. You can cope and give excuses how you want. I could say many excuses for this game. I'm not gonna, because we were crap. Just like Newcastle were crap at Villa Park. Sometimes you just got to take defeats, and I know some fans really struggle. Palace have been all over Villa today and thoroughly deserve to win the game. And like I said, they play like this in the final, they could easily win it. In fact, I'd even go as far as say if it's Palace Forest, they'll win it. It's just City. City always perform in those like bigger games, so that would be the debate. But if it's Palace Forest, they'll beat Forest comfortably. I think Mateta, Sarr, like their attack is unbelievable. And yeah, no complaints from me at all. It was not really turned up all game. Yeah. I mean, they even missed a penalty and their left back slipped over in front of goal. This could have been worse. Yeah, I think they'll win it. I think they'll win it. They just got to have this attitude again. That's all they got to do. They got to have the same attitude in the final because they came into this game with no fear and are deserved winners. So yeah, fair play to Palace. City Forest, I think City will beat them. I want Forest to beat them. How good would it be for the country, by the way, if it's a Forest Palace final? Not your typical Big Six shite. That's really boring. How cool would it be if it's Forest Palace in a final? I think that would be fantastic. I think that would get more viewers, genuinely. Because like no one wants to see City win it again. So even now, like Villa out. So I'd rather City lose and have like a Forest or a Palace winning their first trophy. That'd be great, and more than deserved it. They've been brilliant. Cash thumps it long, looking for Maatsen. A minute to go of the 7 added. I find it funny. We got 7 minutes added in this game, and only 3 against PSG at home. I'm still never going to forget that. Where do we go from here? That is the question for Villa. 4 games to go this season. Top 7, bar an absolute disaster, is assured now because we're 6 points above. It's still not, to be fair, still not confirmed, but Conference League again? Conference League Part 2? I'd take it. We'd probably win it. Without the Europa League teams in it, like we had to play bloody Lille, Ajax, and Olympiacos, and clubs like that who are literal Europa League teams that we had to beat in the Conference League. Now it's literally Chelsea in the semi-final. I don't even know who they're playing. I've never heard of the club. At least the other semi's better with Betis and Fiorentina, but how that is a semi-final is crazy. Oh, Palace looking for goal number 4 here. Oh, my life. Munoz cross looking for Sarr. Well kept by Martinez, but that'll be full-time, I think. That is full-time at Wembley. 3-0 to Crystal Palace, and you know what? I'm not going to say any excuses. They were better than us all game from minute 1 to minute 90, and just had the desire. fair enough. I'm not gonna sit here and say anything other than that. They were better than Villa. And yeah, I mean, there was like a 5-minute spell where Henderson had to tip over a shot from McGinn and then made a full stretch, unbelievable save to keep out Digne, and this was at 1-0. But other than that, genuine 5 minutes, it was all Palace. And fair play, look, if there's any Palace fan in the chat, good luck to you guys. I actually think you'll win it. Genuinely, you play like that in the final, you'll win it. And then this game doesn't look so bad if they go on to actually do something. So yeah, fair play to Crystal Palace. Well done to them. And like I said, I want it to make it be a Forest Palace final. Like, I don't want to see like a boring big 16 minute. I want to actually see a final. People would watch it. People don't watch finals when it's like a big team, it's a small team. No one gives a toss. I tell you, there'll be more viewers for Palace against Forest in FA Cup final than like Man City Palace. Let it be an exciting one. Let it be an exciting game. No one cares about Man City winning trophy number 323. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'll be live for Villa against Fulham next week. Have to win that. If there's any hope for Champions League, you got to win that kind of game, and that's all we can fight for now because we're out of all the competitions. I'll make a video on TikTok. Thank you for watching. See you again.